Hey, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I try to upload weekly, and I've got a lot more videos planned. So if you are new here, my name is Autumn. I have two little girls, Alani and Emmy, and in this video, I am prepping for Alani's first grade year. This is not a plan with me. I will do a plan with me in the future, but this was getting everything prepped for us to start. I like to plan 2 weeks at a time, so this was me getting everything written in my planner, as well as actually printing everything, hole punching everything, just getting everything situated. It's very nice that most of our things are on my computer. Most things are digital, and it makes it really easy for me to plan. The only two things where I was planning out of a book or additional papers was this right here with first language lessons, and then also you will see when I plan science. But everything else is on my computer, which makes life so much easier, especially if I'm not home for planning. With Pinwheels, there is the teacher guide or the educator guide. There's also the student notebook or workbook. And then there is also the language arts binder. And so this is me prepping the student workbook. These are the pages that she will be working in. I like to put things in a binder just because it's easier to flip through. But generally when Alani works on these, I take them out of the binder and she works using a clipboard. Now, that is just the way things work for us right now. But maybe in the future, we won't be using the clipboard. A lot of times she just likes to work on the floor though. And I use these tabs in all of our binders and books to mark pages. Then once we do the page, I just move it to another page. I used them all last year and I'm still using the same one, so they really last. But now I am moving on to our Torchlight binder. This is the binder that we used last year. I just never took anything out of it. So I'm taking the pages out since we're not even going to use this binder. We're going to be using this journal. So I'm thinking that she will put the flag, like we'll put the flag at the top and then she'll write information about the country. That is the plan so far. We'll see if that works better for her. But using the book list, I'm going to go through and just start marking off what I need for the different books in Torchlight. So Torchlight's one that I do have on my computer, so then I can plan from my computer. But if I look at the book list, I wrote out all of the countries. So that really helps me because there are some books that I use that aren't part of the Torchlight curriculum, like this book. This book's not part of the Torchlight curriculum, but we are going to use it with what we are learning. And I think it'll be good to just get these pages tabbed before we even get started. And that's what I always do. I just go through all the books, mark all the pages so I know where we're going to go. And it just makes it a lot easier when we open up the book and get going. I had been slowly prepping things for a few days ahead of this video. So one thing I didn't do was take this out. This was a binder that Alani had used for her morning time. But what I did was I put all of the pages that I needed for science into this binder, and I did put some things into page protectors that I just knew I wouldn't be flipping through often. And what I'm going to do now is just take some of these pages out. I don't need all of these in, and I might even take some more out in the future. So I do have the information for the educator as well as the worksheets for the student in here. And I'm just going to go through the Discover and Do pages, just a few of those, and I will put those into the binder as well. This was the only book listed as required for the Sunlight curriculum. So this is the only one I purchased. Anything else I will get from the library, or I've already gone through and marked what I'm subbing it for. But moving on to math, I just printed all of those sheets. And so now I'm just going to get them hole punched and in Alani's binder. Again, we end up taking them out and using the clipboard because she just prefers that. But I like having it all ready to go in the binder. And we also do Zern. So even though I have all of these sheets for her to do, she doesn't do all of these problems. I just like splitting it up, some things on paper, some things on the computer, and she really enjoys that as well. So at this point, I prepped and planned everything in language arts, social studies, science, math. We are going to wait on starting arts and music, and I am also going to wait on starting Emmy. And these erasable pens, I also have the highlighters. These erasable pens and the highlighters are so good. So here I have Eureka Math and Sunlight. That's the only book we need in the beginning. These are all of the books minus the picture books that are recommended that we will need from Torchlight, as well as her journal and passport. This is what we'll need for pinwheels and first language lessons. We're doing core knowledge completely digitally, but this is my 2 weeks of plans. Again, I will do a plan with me where I go into more detail, but Fridays I try to keep pretty open. I'm planning math for only 4 days a week. It worked well last year, so I'm really hoping it works well this year, but it just allows me to have Fridays to catch up on anything we didn't get done earlier in the week. So I have a cabinet right next to my desk. I will show you how I store these in preparation for the week, but that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for all of your support on my channel. I truly appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.